Everybody, this is Mark Walker, Head of Member Services at I4CP, giving you a quick rundown of last week's Talent Acquisition Weekly Standing Call. We had a great guest in Kevin Darby Sr., Head of Talent Acquisition at Dominos. Kevin shared insights about their global talent acquisition team, how they're organized, and how they're working with some of the major areas of the business, including their franchise organization, which just announced they have 10,000 hires that they are bringing on board for increased demand. It has a special implication to their business because talent acquisition at a global level does not manage those hires, but needs to ensure that they are connecting with those folks because of how impactful that can be to their employment and customer brand. We also dove into some specific areas from our most recent Pulse survey. Building pools of candidates without positions available was one of our targeted questions, and we were excited to see that 76% of organizations are actively building pipelines of candidates, either for select capabilities or for high volume roles. And we had some great insight from Melissa Thompson, Head of Talent Acquisition at Nielsen, about how they are thinking about pipelining and criticality to ensure that they are creating reasonable lists and targeted ways for their recruiters to go forward. We also dove into a question around skills inventory and saw that while only 30% of organizations aren't thinking about skills inventories, the majority of organizations are saying we really need to better understand our capabilities internally. Shannon Nicoletti from Clariant gave a great example of, as they move forward in shifting their products to manufacturing essential services, they needed to build a plan around contingency for their production lines. That skills inventory became a critical aspect of their strategic talent process. As I end our summary, I'm going to highlight two things from our HR strategy calls and research. Two things popped out of us in terms of our optimization of the employee experience question on the screen right now. One of the data points was really around how there is as significant of an emphasis by senior leaders on cultural health as financial health. And then secondarily, that we are seeing a trend toward rewarding leaders for their ability to drive healthy cultures. We had a couple of great examples in last week's HR strategy call from the head of HR from AT&T, Scott Smith, and from Michael Ficaro, the head of HR from MasterCard. Awesome in terms of the resources that we're being able to bring available to not only the I4CP member network, but beyond. I encourage you to check out this resource site. Included in here are a variety of next practices, as well as some discussion threads on just-in-time questions from a variety of functions across HR. This week, we have an exciting week with guests from Adobe, Amazon, and beyond in our weekly functional calls. I encourage you to participate, ask questions, and engage with us. I look forward to our one-to-one interactions, and above all else, I hope that you are staying healthy.